Hello beautiful people, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about possibly the most outrageous theory I've ever talked about on this entire channel. For those of you who have been subscribed to me for quite some time now, you will know that I'm a huge Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts fan, and so I've been making theories on Fantastic Beasts ever since the very first trailer came out. Actually, that's a lie. Ever since the very first announcement that Fantastic Beasts was going to be set in Paris. So you may be wondering what I could possibly think of that would lead me to believe that this is the craziest video and craziest theory I've ever made. And that's the fact that I actually genuinely believe that Queenie is Tom Riddle's mother. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't kill me. I have been advised from my friends not to make this video, not to take the leap, not to make that risk. But we're going to today. Hello and welcome to my channel.
We're beautiful.
Future. Whatever. My regular niffler. So as this video is released, we are officially 31 or maybe 30 days away from the actual release of the film, and one thing that was officially released is the final poster for the Fantastic Beasts Crimes of Grindelwald film. In that poster we get a lot of fun information. We get to see Yusuf Kama, Lita Lestrange, Theseus Scamander, and a full body shot of Queenie Goldstein. One thing I was hesitant to mention in this video is the fact that Queenie looks like she's pregnant. Now before you guys start killing me in the comment section, I would like to mention that I wasn't the only one who thought this, and the reason I do think that is not just because of the fact that her stomach looks really highlighted, but also the fact that everyone on Twitter was mentioning this. So the fact that she was pregnant wasn't really something I came up with, it's just something that I've just followed along with. But to be quite honest, it seems to me that the picture is highlighting the fact that she is pregnant, because you can actually see that she's genuinely looking down with her coat wide open, and you can see her stomach very clearly, and it looks really bloated. Now you may be wondering, what's the big deal about her potentially being pregnant? I mean, would they hide it? Turns out, yes they would. Once you really start thinking about it, we have never actually seen a full body shot of Queenie in any of the 3 trailers. Come on, think, try and go back and find it. None! The only shots we've seen of Queenie are the ones where she's lying down and crying in the rain, which by the way is really upsetting, and other shots of her in the Ministry, but we never get to see a full body shot, which is something we've seen of every single character in the film. Literally every single one, including Nicholas Flamel, and he's not even in the movie that much. And another point I'd like to make on the fact that they've been hiding it is the fact that in the previous poster for the Crimes of Grindelwald, she is the only character hidden behind another. Jacob is actually sitting down right in front of her, and she's hiding behind him. You can't even see her stomach, which leads me to believe that Queenie could actually be pregnant in the Crimes of Grindelwald. Here's where it gets kind of weird. We all know that Tom Riddle was born in 1926, a year after the Crimes of Grindelwald was created. Now if the timelines match up, Lord Voldemort and the Crimes of Grindelwald are set almost in the exact same time period, which is really weird considering that Nagini is going to be featured in the film. Now we do know that the entire Fantastic Beasts series spans between 1926 to 1946 when Dumbledore finally defeats Grindelwald in their epic battle. What happens between those years? Well, I'll tell you, Tom Riddle goes to Hogwarts and gets taught by Albus Dumbledore. What a better way to introduce the character by having the character literally being born by one of the main 4 characters in the Fantastic Beasts film. And I understand it's a really far-fetched theory and there's not a lot of basis to it, but let's go back even further to the history of Lord Voldemort. We understand from Dumbledore's words in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince that Merope Gaunt, Voldemort's father, was a witch who actually bewitched a muggle to fall in love with her, which officially led to her getting pregnant and having Tom Riddle. Of course, when the muggle was released from the spell that she had cast on him, he fled and he left Voldemort and his mom alone, which eventually led to the mother dying. What I think is eerily coincidental in this entire story is the fact that we now know that when the Crimes of Grindelwald starts off, Queenie has actually cast a spell on Jacob and shifted him to London so she could be with him forever, as the law stated that they couldn't. Doesn't that sound weirdly similar to the Voldemort story, or is it just me? I understand that the canon is completely different because the idea is that Voldemort's mother's name was actually Merope Gaunt. But when you think about it, J.K. Rowling has changed canon so many times before. For instance, the whole Nagini thing. That is a change of canon. The idea that Dumbledore was gay but never was even mentioned in the books apart from the fact that him and Grindelwald were really close together. And also, don't forget the fact that Credence is now officially, or maybe not so officially, going to be called Corvus Lestrange, as that is his true identity. So who knows? Maybe everyone is lying in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Maybe Queenie Goldstein isn't really Queenie Goldstein, or maybe Dumbledore was lying. And the reason I think Dumbledore is lying is because Dumbledore has always been painted out as a very manipulative character. Dumbledore would tell Harry whatever Harry needed to hear in order for him to grow up and essentially have to sacrifice himself, which was something that Dumbledore always knew about, for the greater good, which by the way is a Grindelwald. And one of the quotes that Jo used to describe this movie is, "It is a story of how Dumbledore became Dumbledore." That is literally what she said on the Today Show when they announced the final trailer of the film. And of course I understand that there is no way that Jacob, our beloved nomad, could actually be the father of Tom Riddle, and Queenie, as nice as she is, couldn't be his mother, which would also mean that she would eventually have to die. But also when you think about it, in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the actual textbook that Newt Scamander wrote, he only talks about him and his wife Tina Goldstein. He doesn't mention his best friend Jacob Kowalski, and he doesn't mention Queenie Goldstein. And what do we know about J.K. Rowling's most beloved characters? They end up dying. So really, I mean, this is insane. And the last piece of icing on the cake, the reason I believe that Queenie and Voldemort could potentially be related is that they're both legilimens. Queenie can read minds, and so can Voldemort. The only wizards we know in J.K. Rowling's wizarding world who can read minds are Queenie and Voldemort, and you're gonna tell me that they're not related? It's crazy how much this idea links together. Of course, I understand that it's not completely linked with the canon that we know and love, which is completely okay. At the end of the day, it's just a theory that I wanted to bring up. It's just been something that's been stuck in my head forever, and I have honestly been so excited to share it with you all. I really hope you guys take into consideration the things I'm talking about, especially now that we need to learn to be a lot more open-minded with J.K. Rowling's wizarding world. Just the fact that, you know, now we know that Queenie was actually a human the whole time, it really shifts the entire perspective, and it makes us understand that not everything is as it seems in the Harry Potter world. And especially when we're not given concrete evidence to a person's history, we can't actually assume that that's correct. Realistically, the only reason we know about Merope Gaunt and all of that is from Dumbledore's retelling to Harry and the Half-Blood Prince. And that could be twisted very much. In fact, I mean, we know that Dumbledore has hidden so much from Harry in his past, and just the idea that he would be hiding more is not really something that surprises me. And on top of all of that, just the fact that the Fantastic Beasts series spans from 1926 to 1946, I genuinely believe that Tom Riddle is going to be a heavy influence in the rest of the film series. At the moment, we've already got Grindelwald, we've already got Dumbledore. How much further can J.K. Rowling stretch the story without it seeming really convoluted and really overplayed? Not that I think it would be overplayed. You guys know how excited I am for the Crimes of Grindelwald. I literally just did an unboxing video of all of the Funko Pops, and my bed is a complete mess. This is the aftermath of filming a Funko Pop unboxing video. Oh goodness. But it is something that I've just been so curious about for the longest time ever. And so I'd really like to hear your opinions. I hope you guys are all doing very well. If you're new to the channel, I'm so sorry I didn't get to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Nasser the Niffler, and that was my video on the idea of Queenie potentially being Voldemort's mother. It really does fit in, especially since the fact that they were literally born around the same year. It really does get to me. And I really hope you guys are very open to interpretation. Otherwise, you guys would have already killed me by now in the comment section below. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel to see a lot more Harry Potter content. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye guys! Before we move on to this video, I just wanted to say that before you guys kill me, this is me bending Rowling's Wizarding World canon. I just, like, bear with me on this. Yeah, it's something. Oh, and if you haven't already noticed, today I'm using Queenie Goldstein's wand. The focus is still not perfect. Wouch. Yeah, I'm using Queenie's wand because I'm very excited for her character development in the film. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video, for real. It's been something that I've been really nervous to talk about, but I'm pretty sure that with your support, we can get through this together. And if you guys want, you can debunk my insane theory down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, goodbye. Oh, and just to kind of like tell you guys what I was actually planning to do with my bookshelf, since a lot of you guys have been asking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this Hogwarts castle right above there, right next to the pygmy puff, because she needs a friend. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these Crimes of Grindelwald pups, and of course the other ones, ignore the trash, and I'm just gonna put them over there because that's the plan. Yes,